Most parents accidentally delay their child's reading ability, and they don't even realize it. And no, it's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's because almost everyone is told the wrong way to teach kids to read. We taught our kids to read before age 3 using one simple approach most parents never hear about. No screens, no expensive programs, no hours of teaching. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact 10-15 minute routine we used and which common advice is secretly holding kids back. Why we almost got it wrong. Like many parents, we were drawn in by flashy programs that claimed babies could read just by watching videos. The promise was tempting. Sit your child in front of a screen and, boom, your baby becomes a reader. But what we saw didn't match the promise. Our child wasn't learning how to read. She was memorizing word shapes. The moment we changed the words or context, the reading disappeared. That's when we realized something important. Screens don't teach children to read. Parents do. And the research backs this up. Studies summarized by groups like National Reading Panel show that children learn to read best when they build foundational skills like phonemic awareness and decoding. Skills that come from guided interaction, not passive watching. Approaches that rely on guessing whole words, often called whole language methods, consistently produce weaker long-term reading outcomes. So we went back to basics and built a simple step-by-step approach we could use ourselves at home. The simple truth about teaching. Kids to read. Teaching your child to read does not require expensive programs, hours of daily lessons, advanced teaching skills. What it does require is your involvement, and about 10 to 15 minutes a day. That's it. We turned short, daily moments into playful reading time. No pressure, no drilling rules. Just consistent guided practice that helped our kids connect sounds to letters, blend sounds into words, and actually understand what they were reading. And the results showed up in real life. One afternoon at a restaurant, our 4-year-old read the kids' menu out loud and ordered her own food. The waitress stared at us and asked, "How old is she?" Moments like that made us realize how powerful early reading skills can be. Not just academically, but for a child's confidence. Why early reading matters, more than most parents realize. Reading isn't just another school skill. It's a life skill. Research shows a child's vocabulary at age 3 predicts early reading success. Early reading ability strongly predicts long-term academic outcomes. Children who struggle to read by 3rd grade are far more likely to struggle throughout school. Large assessments of literacy levels, like those conducted by National Assessment of Educational Progress, have found that a significant portion of students do not reach proficient reading levels in elementary school. Similar literacy challenges have been reported by education departments in the UK, Australia, and Canada. In other words, struggling readers don't just catch up on their own. Early support makes a measurable difference. And here's the hopeful part. Early reading can help compensate for modest differences in cognitive ability. Reading itself makes children smarter. The act of decoding, understanding, and engaging with stories strengthens attention, memory, and language skills. What to avoid: relying on TV, apps, or videos to teach reading programs that remove the parent from the learning process. Methods that ask young children to memorize long phonics rules. Whole word memorization without decoding skills. What works? Parent-led, short daily lessons. Building phonemic awareness and decoding naturally. Simple step-by-step progression. Making reading positive, playful, and pressure-free. Children don't need perfect instruction. They need consistent, loving guidance. What changed in our home? Once our kids learned to read, something unexpected happened. They started choosing books on their own. Reading became enjoyable, not a chore. They asked questions. They told stories. Their vocabulary exploded. As parents, we didn't become professional teachers overnight. But we became confident guides, and our kids became eager learners. That's the real win. The big takeaway. If your child is young, you're standing in a powerful window of opportunity. Early childhood is when the brain is most ready to build language and reading pathways. You don't need to wait for school to begin teaching this life-changing skill. All it takes is a simple, structured approach. Your involvement, 10-15 minutes a day. Those small daily moments compound into something huge: confidence, curiosity, and a lifelong love of reading. And when your child curls up with a book on their own one day, you'll realize it was never about rushing them. It was about opening the door. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact 10-15 minute routine we used, and which common advice is secretly holding kids back. Thanks for watching. Please consider to like and subscribe.